Welcome to another Friday live stream with me, Brian G. Johnson. Here's your chance to have me optimize your video. It's going to be all kinds of fun, and I want to welcome you to the live stream or the replay. Great to have you here. Do this. If you want to stake your claim and amplify your message, subscribe, click on the bell notification, and you'll be good to go. Holy smokes, super excited to have you guys on board today. Welcome. It's Friday. It's another live stream with me, Brian G. And today I'm taking the time to optimize subscriber videos. Fantastic. So that's what's happening today. And I got to tell you, I am really excited that you're here. I'm excited that it's all over. Here's what's up. You know, sometimes being a YouTuber means going through the effort, taking the steps, optimizing the videos, filming the videos, doing all the things. And that's what I've been doing all day long. I literally filmed for probably 3 hours. I started editing probably for another 2 hours. I deleted everything. And that's a good thing. It would have been an okay video. My goal in 2018 is to publish one very good video a week. One really great video a week. I've done a pretty good job up until the point of so far this year, no problems. We're doing well. I just didn't feel it, so I said, here's the thing. I'm not going to put out a average okay video, especially the one I've been working on. So I scrapped it. It was hard to do. And thank goodness that's all behind us. That's all behind us. And indeed, Derp says, Beanie Draws. Nice to see you, my friend. Good to have you on board. Hey, there's Trainzar. Good to have you. What's cracking, buddy? Good to see you. You got the Lego thing going on. You got trains. Welcome, everybody. Great to have you here. In this live stream, I'm going to leverage a new tool, Morning Fame. Many of you know I'm in collaboration with Nico. We've come out with a new keyword research tool. And my goal is to optimize subscriber videos. That is selecting a keyword phrase and then optimizing the title as well as the tags, description, etc. So we're going to be doing that, and it's great to have you on board. Marshall, here's what we're going to do. I'll explain how this is going to work moving forward. Know right now, guys, this is what's up. This is tricky, right? Because it's like I want you on the notification squad. When you're on the notification squad, you're going to get my stuff faster. That's good for me. But there's also benefits. Here's what I want to show you. Let's do this. Let's jump up here. And I think it'll make sense, and I think it'll be clear. It's not just some ploy to get you to jump on notifications. But now that the community tab is out, I'll have the ability to communicate with you in a more accessible, easier way, rather than like filming a whole video and so on. Hey, Gord, nice to see you. And Andres, what's going on? Good to see you too. And we can do that through the community tab. Let me just do this transition thing here. Guys, how are you doing? Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Great to see you here, dropping in. Welcome to another Friday live stream. Okay, let's pull up a new window, and that looks like a good one right there. And let's go full screen. Excellent. Looks very bright. Now, this is the 27-inch iMac Pro, and it's made life... some of the people that are in the notification squad are hollering. Well, here's what's up. When you guys see what I'm going to share... yeah, this is going to get deep. It's going to get a little complicated because it's YouTube. but it'll be fun. So first off, let's do this. Let's go to YouTube now. I'm going to move this over a bit. Hey, Shannon, what's cracking? Sabby, how are you doing? Wolfgang Productions in the house. I'm not going to be checking channels so much, kind of, but here's how it's going to work. Okay, guys? So let's go to YouTube right now. And hey, I'm live. If I were to click this, would that mean it would be like a live video inception, live inside of a live? God, I'm such a geek. Okay, so check this out. This is a new feature that I'm super excited about. I've actually made a few videos about it. It's the community tab. Have you guys seen the community tab? Rodney, bring it in the house. Yes, I dig. JBRO Piano, what's happening? Good to see you. Extra Session Media, what's cracking? Inertia King, welcome. Gaming Beast in the house. So this is the new community tab. Now what's cool is I am posting pictures, images. I can do polls. I can ask questions, and you have an opportunity to come in and to leave a comment back. Super cool. And this is what I did yesterday. I thought, you know what? It would really be fun on the live stream to help some subscribers, some viewers with their video optimization, with their SEO and so on. So I just created this little image here and whatnot. And then I asked you to please share what you're working on. So here's what we got. We've got some of the folks that have been kind enough to leave their information here. So the first thing I want you to know about is this. If you come to my homepage, and if you're in here now and you're not subscribed to notifications, you may want to come up and subscribe and make sure they're turned on. When you do so, you may have an opportunity to elect to get notified of not only videos, but community posts. This is a community post. And as I was mentioning, you can share a lot of different things. Check this out. Sometimes I share other people's videos. I shared videos by Nick Nimmin. This is, I think the guy's name is Tom's Take at Creator Insider. He's a YouTube employee. He works for YouTube. And this was a picture of my wife and I. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty interactive. Lots of really cool ways that you can use the community tab. So feel free to get on the notification list, because if I do this kind of thing again in the future, you're going to want to have, your channel in here. Like here, these are the channels we're going to be looking at today. There's some people that have listed their information and so on. So as mentioned, if you want to have me optimize video or review a channel, just know that I'm going to make use quite a bit of the community tab in 2018. It's up to you. Move forward. You don't see it. Well, like I said, you might not have the community tab. Like if you're looking on your channel, you probably aren't going to see the community tab because it's coming out, it's rolling out of beta right now. I think it's going to be being pushed out to more and more channels in the coming weeks and months. And I would say, yes, I'm a bit early today. Hey, Pam, nice to see you. So that's kind of what's up. And again, this is a feature that's not out to everybody. You've got to elect that you want to be on the notification squad, and you've also got to say that that you want to get the post notifications as well. So it's complicated because the feature isn't all the way finished yet. Right now, you can't always see it. If you're on like a tablet, you won't see it. You've got to be able to access it from a computer or a phone. It's complicated. Just know this is the bottom line. It's here now. A lot of people can see it. If you can, make sure to subscribe, get on the notifications list so you can drop by. And when I give an opportunity like this to optimize channels, well, you'll be able to see that. Does that make sense? Oh boy, this YouTube stuff is crazy. So that's what's going on. Hey Heidi, nice to see you. Costume CEO, welcome. And Beanie Draws is in the house. Sublimination Club, welcome. And who else do we have here? I saw there's Millie's TV Time. Welcome, good to see you. Hey Laura, welcome. Nice to have you here. Carrie, welcome on. Welcome to the live stream. Fantastic 5. Cheers, high five to you. Nice to have you on board. And Beanie says your posts are always fun. I try to make them fun. I try to make them engaging. That's kind of the goal. Hey Drew, welcome. A couple things. Patrons, a number of you are here. You're going to go straight to the head of the line for those video optimizations today. That is Drew as well as Pam. I really appreciate your patronage. Hey Rodney, you're a patron too. Thank you so much for that. That's what's happening today. I just want to say hello. I'd love to hear what is going on with you guys. Hey, there's Badass Mindset. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you, Michael. Let me know how things are. And my question that I start off the stream with every Friday is how many videos have you published this week? I'm at 2. That's my schedule. I published on Tuesday. Check, ding. And I published on Thursday. Check, ding. And I want to thank you for the amazing response to Tuesday's video. Did really great. Probably had the best relative audience retention I've ever seen. Held the retention in the high zone for like 2 minutes. Amazing. Hey, what's going on, Selena? Nice to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, there's Zag. Zag is actually going to be featured on the channel. He's got a video we're going to push out about growing a gaming channel. That's coming up. So that is pretty cool. And I want to let you know, if you're like, hey, can you help me? Yes, I can. Can you shout my channel out? Yes, I do it all the time. Lots of that has happened, more of it in the future. But if I don't really know you, the chance of that happening is less. This is what you want to know. Choose a few channels you really like, a few channels that you really like, and then hang out. Leave comments, and don't always be asking, can you do this? Can you just hang out, leave thoughtful comments, engage with people, and then the channel owner will get to know you, and then they'll be more likely to include you in a channel review, a shout out, all of that good stuff, right? And JBR, just as I'm explaining, yeah, okay. Super User says, Tuesday's video was super cool. And I need to know how to do all the fancy stuff in chat, you know, and you can like highlight some. I got to learn how to do that. I focus on the most basic stuff. Let's do this. Let's get straight into it here. I'm going to flip back to the desktop. I'm so glad all that other stuff is behind me. It would have been an okay video, but I'm shooting for a really good video, a very good video. I've worked on this script for probably about 12 hours just writing the script, and it's too much. I need to cut it down. It's some of the stuff is just too repetitive. I think some repetition is okay, but there you have it. So, as I mentioned, I encourage you to get on notifications if you're interested in this kind of a thing. And what is that? That's always scary. Yoo-hoo. Oh, YouTube. Giving me a heart attack. Okay, there we are. That looks a little bit more reasonable. Okay, where do we go next? Well, let's open this tab up. Let's go to Morning Fame. See if we can just log right in here. This is a pretty darn cool research tool called Morning Fame. Hey, Generation Gap Gaming, I'm going to try to focus on what I got cooking here, buddy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. As mentioned, I want to stay true to what I've already promised a bunch of people. I don't want to let those people down. I hope you guys can appreciate that. You know, like I said, I basically posted here in the community tab about the optimization and stuff. 50 comments. So yeah, let's come into these 50 likes, 38 comments. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at here and see what's going on. Should you start a new Etsy shop in 2018? This is Pam, by the way. Pam's got a great channel. She's doing really well, and she has grown a whole bunch. You might want to check Pam out. Also, Pam, as always, I really do appreciate your patronage. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to open up a YouTube tab. And we're going to search for like Etsy and things like that. Now, Pam mentions, should you start a new Etsy shop in 2018? Let's maybe do this. This is such a big screen. I'm going to give myself a little extra work room. And maybe we'll come open up Pages and we'll say a new document. We'll say blank is good. Hello. Let's choose that. That's good. Let's increase the font size like so. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, my video was very similar, right? Should you start a YouTube channel in 2018, which isn't doing the greatest. You know, they don't always do great, but we'll see. Maybe it will. It's still early. Hard to say. So that's one of the things Pam has been thinking about. So I want to kind of buzz through how the Morning Fame keyword research tool works. The idea is you basically start here at the topic level, and then you can work your way through each of these levels to identify and get yourself closer to optimizing your video. So we start here, and basically you have different video topics to choose from. This is kind of cool because it really gives you insight as to what's working well, what you can do to improve. So obviously we're going to start off with your own videos that have done well. And just by the way, everybody that's here right now, focus on what I'm sharing, because I'm going to share how you can do this inside of this tool, which is super cheap, like $5 a month right now, or how you can do it for free. But the methodology, you can use this whether you're using this tool or not. So one of the things you want to do is identify videos that have done well. And by doing well, we want to make sure they're gaining subscribers, the engagement is good, watch time is good, and there's views. And you can see in about a month, this video has driven 4,400 views. That's pretty good. So what I could do is come in here and select for step 2, and then it's going to come in and it's going to give me information on this is doing great, right? I can see I'm doing very well. So what we have here is these are my tags. So Brian G. Johnson TV, I'm number 1. YouTube algorithm 2018, I'm number 2. YouTube algorithm number 8. YouTube algorithm exposed, I'm ranking number 10. These rankings in the teal represent the search rankings in YouTube. So wow, I'm really doing fantastic. Now we also have things like additional tags, algorithm analysis, and so on. Now we can come down and we have a few different types of keywords that are going to be displayed. Like we have common keywords and uncommon keywords. Uncommon keywords are just that, but they are keyword phrases that people are searching for in YouTube. And if you've got a smaller channel, you may want to select one of these to move forward with, because they're going to be less competitive. Common, like YouTube algorithm, is very, very competitive, but there are a lot of views. So the methodology is to identify easier to rank for uncommon keywords, rank for those, start building up your views, start gaining subscribers. That's what I did last year. And it worked, right? Like, check, in less than a month, this video has gained me nearly 5,000 views. That's pretty darn good in about 3 weeks' time. I believe this video is actually ranking number 2 in YouTube, and it's done really, really well. I think it's got close to 100,000 views and so on. Thanks, Rodney. I appreciate that. Another one of my videos is actually showing up, so that's good. So we can basically select one of these keywords we'd want to rank for, and so on. So let's say we want to select YouTube algorithm. So now we're going to say choose for step 3 and move forward. And I got to tell you, folks, what you're seeing right now is really very powerful because it is identifying a particular keyword phrase and it's giving you feedback based on your own channel. The feedback is different, the grading system. So in other words, what we do is we look at the ranking videos in the top 20 of YouTube. If I scroll down, you'll see that Daryl Eves is number 1. There's Graham with the number 2 video I mentioned. Daryl again. I'm the gateway video. I'm doing a good job of playing with the big boys, right? I mean, check this out. This is Matt Pack with The Game Theorist. Man, I love this guy. So smart. He's got almost 10 million subscribers. That's the YouTube Creator Academy. They've got 300,000 subscribers. How am I even mixing it up with these bigger channels? Daryl Eves with 459,000 subscribers, and my channel's got just over 26,000. It's a much smaller channel, and it's a much younger channel than most of these channels that are featured here, right? This is another big channel, Tom Scott, 1.1 million subscribers. So how was I able to do that? I scored really well in what's most important, relevancy. I did well with engagement and so on. But notice the grading is all E's and F's. Even the relevancy is pretty low. And what you're going to see as we move forward is I'm going to show you how you can identify and understand how to rank for YouTube and for your niche and so on. Let's do this. This is clearly pretty darn competitive. And quite honestly, this is not the kind of thing I would recommend for most people. I'm confident in my ability to rank. And why would that be? Well, I want to show you exactly why I'm able to rank. If we come in and we're actually going to drop into Creator Studio, and I'm gonna take my time today, guys, and I'm gonna go slow. And my goal isn't to get to all of your videos and channels. Really, what my goal is to be able to help you understand how the algorithm works, to be able to help you understand what you can do to rank. Now, if I go into analytics, this is the video I mentioned that I just released a few days ago. And you'll notice that this was like the first day. And this was basically me. I had uploaded the video. I'm optimizing it. We had a few views, and the average view duration was 1 minute and 32 seconds, okay? But notice on the day it was released, which was Tuesday, if we come in here, we can actually see the retention. Now, the percentages is how many people are still watching. So at 2 minutes, 62% of the viewers were still watching. An easier way to gauge it is to hit this button, Relative Audience Retention, and here it shows you how much of the audience is watching compared to other videos of a similar length. And you can notice I maintained high retention all the way to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which is very, very high. And furthermore, I was above average. I didn't drop below above average until over 6 minutes. And that was just for a blip, and then I'm back to above average. I'm not showing you this to brag. I'm showing you this because this is the pathway for small channels. If you're asking how you can listen, please, if you're asking how you can get more views, this is it. When you publish a video with really good retention and you do a good job with your keyword research, you're going to do great at ranking, okay? And if we come in here and we go into YouTube, now I'm logged in and so on. I think I could like pull up an incognito window and all that stuff, but just know, like, here's what's up. If you search right now for YouTube algorithm, and then we drop in the 2018, I'm doing a great job. And I'm guessing most of you would see, hello, Mr. YouTube, please for me. I'm doing a great job. They're all ranking and so on. And this is the path. You identify a keyword phrase here. Okay? So YouTube algorithm, exposed, explain. So this was from a year ago. When I published this video, this particular video, it did really well. It's driven 13,000 views, and I didn't have a lot of subscribers. So you select a keyword phrase here, then your goal becomes to do this. And you do this, it's funny, but if you actually come and you look at these results, notice this one is YouTube video structure. I go through the structure I use to do this. So it's pretty simple, and I want to be clear. It's relative audience retention combined with keyword phrases. So how the heck do we make sense of this then? We've got this morning fame here, and we have subscribers, views, likes, and comments. And YouTube has gone on record, and they've actually said and shared information about subscribers. Have any of you heard this? Hey, what's up, Eric? Good to see you, my friend. Have you guys heard this about subscribers? Statistically speaking, subscribers watch videos longer than non-subscribers. Have you guys heard that? So when we look at morning fame and we look at this screen here, at this point, it becomes pretty clear that if the subscriber number is it's a poor grade, like an E or an F, it means that the average for the top ranking videos, this is the average right here, okay? The average channel that's ranking has 459,000 subscribers. I really have no business. I don't know how I pull this off. I'm lucky. I'm grateful for you and for you watching my videos. Thank you so much. And this is how I think about this. Subscribers is retention, because channels with a lot of subscribers get a lot of views that are higher retention. Views is another window in how much watch time they have. And here's what's interesting. Likes and comments really give us insight into how well the entire audience on YouTube likes the content. Relevancy is the pathway to ranking well. This is a poor example. You don't want to see this, but check this out. This is really cool. I want to show you this right here. You see where it says relevancy and it says think opportunity? Well, the opportunity is huge. It's an A. We get an A scoring for opportunity and relevancy. And the reason why is on average, only 26% of the channels are optimized for this keyword phrase. iMovie app tutorial. Hardly any of them, even the gateway video, which is the video with the lowest metrics, which is right here, they really haven't done a good job at optimizing. Here's what I want to share with you. This is the word right here, app. Let me show you what it looks like here. If you can understand and learn this, if you can understand and learn what I'm going to share, which most people don't. They think they got it. They're bored. Stop talking about it. But nobody does this. If you can learn this, you will drive more views. iMovie app. If I come into Chrome and I go find, and I go find, I select find, I get this little tab right here. Now watch what happens. I'm going to ask the browser to highlight any occurrence of the word app. Can you guys see that? You see how app right here is highlighted? iMovie app. Now, I want you to tell me how many times you see people using the word app in the video title. 1, to not a lot. There's like 2 or 3 video titles that use the word app. Like hardly any of the video titles have the word app. And guess what happened? Guess what I did? When I published this video, my channel was 24 days old, right? 24 days old. And I targeted this phrase. Exactly, iMovie app tutorial, and the title had iMovie app tutorial, and I did really well. And now when we come back here, this is why the relevancy is so high, because most channels have not included the term app. Does that make sense, guys? Are you putting the pieces together? I love it that you guys are like, hey, Doug, what's going on? Hey, Eric, welcome to the Friday live stream with Brian. That's really cool. You know, and it's not just that you're here on my channel. It's like we're all part of this community together. I see you on Nick's streams. I see you on your own videos. I leave comments when I can. I visit other channels. The community is so cool. I want to really make sure. Do you guys get that about the whole relevancy thing? When you're able to do that, you're going to do really, really powerful. You're going to do very, very well. Okay, so now let's come back here and let's take a look at, should you start a new Etsy shop in 2018? So this is the keyword phrase that Pam is looking at, and I don't think I've got it copied yet. So let's copy that, and I need to switch back to the desk. I caught it myself that time. That's kind of good. So let's take a look now at Pam's keyword phrase. And she's going to be publishing a video on this. Now, here's the thing. Now, we have to remember that this is actually information based on my own channel. So, as I mentioned earlier, Morning Fame really gives you an indication, a ranking scoring based on your own stats. So, the ranking opportunity is based on my subscribers, how many views I'm able to drive in a few weeks, how many likes I get, and the engagement, the comments per video. But that being said, you know what doesn't change? Relevancy. Relevancy always stays the same because it's based on A, the keyword phrase, and B, the other videos showing up, right? So with that being said, let's take a look at the averages. 5,000 is the average. And Pamela, how many subscribers do you have now? I think you have like around 1,000. And what I'm not seeing is I'm not seeing a video that's using the exact phrase, and that's super powerful. Where you literally take the phrase like this, and then you drop it in as the video title. I noticed the number one. Oh, there's the Texas Scale Treasures. Wow, that's fantastic. Another subscriber of the channel and Patreon. Wow, a lot of people are already targeting 2018. However, check this out. It was published 3 years ago. So that's kind of a little game people play and whatnot. And this is horrible, like the domain and whatnot and so on. Oh, wow, Pam's got 1,500 subscribers, so that's awesome. You know, nobody is really doing a good job of creating nice titles and so on. Pamela, I think this is a pretty good a title you could go off for sure. Let's see this. If we come in and we type in, should you start a new... So I'm not getting suggestions for this keyword phrase. How about one of the things I always want to see is I want to see that YouTube give me suggestions, and I want to choose the suggestion, the keyword phrase suggestion. So how to start, and there it is. So yeah, and I'm just curious. I'm going to say that I'm going to put my cursor here and we're going to see 2017. Yep, and we did. So I kind of think that this is where I would go. I mean, what's the chance that people are going to search for this keyword phrase and then put in 2018? I mean, they put in 2016 and 2016, they put in 2017. So if we search for that, the amount of results now are down to 219,000. So notice you don't have to necessarily use the Morning Fame keyword tool to do this. It's just a little bit, it's a little easier and you can really see it. So how to start an Etsy shop. So I'm going to come back now and I'm going to do this. How to start and there we go, Etsy shop. And let's just see what kind of scoring we get now. Now notice the relevancy. This is what's interesting about relevancy. You really want to think about the average. The average is the lighter color gray, and the optimization by most of the videos is only 40%. Notice that the gateway video has much, much higher relevancy, which is usually the case because they're able to rank based on relevance. So that's pretty cool. But what if we did this? What would happen now? And look at that. So I think we've come to the conclusion, hey, Jack, this is called Morning Fame. And it's a pretty badass research tool and full analytics suite for YouTubers. Currently, the keyword research component just came available, and it's available at a pretty ridiculous, it's like buying a cup of coffee a month, about $5. Pretty cool, pretty cool tool. So Pam, I think this is how you go right here, girl. Let's come back here and let's see, can I reply again? Like, am I done now? Am I done replying? So hopefully soon we will be able to, oh, here it is. Edit. Bam. There you go, Pam. Okay, so that was pretty fun. Let's do that again. British cook. I bet you Drew is still up, and it's pretty darn late there. So Drew is a Patreon. I want to take care of Drew. He says his next video is about the British fry-up English breakfast, and I'm aiming at people that have an interest in British culture and food. Okay, so these are the keywords I see here. So that was our first keyword phrase. And now let's put this in here, British fry-up and English breakfast. So for the fun of it, let's come back here now. Let's search for, look at that, British fry-up breakfast. So let's just, this is probably the search term that's going to get the most views. In fact, it is. If breakfast was driving more views, it would be here, right? If it was alphabetical, the B would be up here. It would be British fry-up breakfast. So just this search usage looks pretty darn good. Not a lot of competition. How to make breakfast like a Brit. Wow, and there's like hardly any use of the keyword phrase. Full English breakfast recipe, and this is the other term, right? English breakfast, okay? Midnight One Pan Breakfast, Jamie Oliver. One of the things to notice is that these videos all have a tremendous amount of views and they're all verified. Did you guys pick up on that right away? Verified, 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 and the amount of views is very high. So at this point, I'm like, this looks pretty competitive. BuzzFeed, English Breakfast, 235,000 views. So I come back here, I add the space. Let's see what happens now. It's still pretty much the same. I think there was another recipe occurrence, so we check that. And it's the same thing. Let's now search for English breakfast and see if anything changes. Okay, so a challenge. I don't think that's what Drew wants to do. Drew has got a great channel based on cooking. He's a chef. English breakfast tea, not really the way to go. Recipe, mukbang, AMSR, that's weird, versus American breakfast. One of the things we can think about doing, Drew, is let's say you want to do a video and you want to talk about the English breakfast, you want to cook some food. You can start here and think about what the title's going to be, and maybe you identify that this is going to be easier to rank for. 2.7 million results is a whole lot. Again, I'm looking at, are these channels verified? American versus English breakfast food. This search term looks pretty competitive. Full Irish breakfast versus English. So that's not going to do it. I'm going to come back here, but this is it. You know, you're not always going to find something that's going to be the right way to go right out of the gate. It's funny. That actually dropped the amount of results by 1 million plus. Now we're at 1.2 million results. And notice this video here was published a year ago, and comparatively speaking, it doesn't have as many views. 42,000 views versus 229,000 views versus 1.2 million views. So for the fun of it, I'm going to come to Morning Fame, and now I'm going to drop this keyword phrase in, and we're going to get started here. Okay, one of the things, it's important for me to say this again. Remember, guys, these gradings are going to be based on my channel. But that being said, what I always look at in everybody can leverage is relevance. So as we scroll down and really identify some things, the average subscriber size is 197,000. But let's try to identify the gateway video. Now, I haven't really talked about this a whole lot yet. The gateway video is basically a video by a channel that isn't super large and yet has done pretty good. And notice this channel has 2,033 subscribers. It's not huge, right? It was published a year ago. They have a total of 17,000 views. So it's a fair amount of views. It's not a ton of subscribers. And I think one pot full English breakfast. And our keyword phrase is English breakfast recipe. And it's getting even better. And now what we're talking about is really stacking the deck in our favor in order to be able to rank. So think about this. This keyword phrase drives a lot of views. No, okay, I'm not seeing anything quite yet, but let me keep looking here. Look at that. English breakfast recipes with eggs. This is exactly the kind of keyword phrase I was looking for, and it's very specific, and here's why. You see, the target is really to rank for this. English breakfast recipes. That's it. It's going to drive a ton of views. But notice, if I select this keyword phrase, I'm still targeting English breakfast recipes. Like I've still got that exact keyword phrase that starts my title. I've also got with eggs. So now I'm ranking for one keyword phrase, which is English breakfast recipes. And I'm also going to be ranking for English breakfast recipes with eggs. And now furthermore, notice the relevancy. Notice that most of the videos are not optimized for this keyword phrase at all. And if we look, you're not going to see a lot of highlighting, except the gateway video, and notice they've got the word eggs. Well, what do you think would happen if we took this keyword phrase and we moved to step 4? This is where morning fame really starts to get good. Let's just title our video based on this phrase. That's it. Nothing else. Don't add anything else. Just the keyword that people are searching for, right? So I'm doing the whole title thing, capitalization, I should say, because I want it to look nice, right? So I'm gonna copy and paste that. Now, did you notice that the relevancy, we had an opportunity to score an A, but now it's only a C. Well, if I come in here and if I add the exact keyword phrase, but then I add something like 2018, watch what happens. It just went to 69%. If I come in and I add the exact phrase and I put in easy, it goes to 75% because I'm incorporating keyword tags. I'm incorporating tags that are based on the exact keyword phrase I want to rank for. This is powerful. Check this out. Okay. When you optimize a video, I'm excited to share this thought process with you right now because I've never heard anyone talk about it, and it took me a long time to think about it like this. And I want to thank Casey Neistat because he used this way to teach something based on how to be a filmmaker. And he talked about story. And he said story is king. Everything we do when it comes to film is to serve the king. That's the video editing, that's the 4K, that's the scripting, that's the effect, that's the drone footage. Everything serves the king, which is the story. Now, when it comes to search optimization, when it comes to ranking in YouTube and so on, we want to think of one thing. Think about this. Check this out. When somebody searches, they only really want one thing. And the more you optimize your entire video around that one thing, which is the king, the better you're going to do. So think of the king as, this is the king right here, English breakfast recipes with eggs. So if I only put that in as my title, I get a really super high relevancy score. What do you think happens if I start my description out with that same keyword phrase? It serves the king. Everything is optimized around this one keyword phrase. And at this point, we're really starting to do good. Now I'm getting some recommendations. Now you've got to be smart about how you use any tool, period. Because a tool just grabs data and information from an API and oftentimes from other videos. And just because other videos are doing something doesn't mean you should. Like, here's a great example. A lot of people use one-word tags like bacon. The chances of you ranking for bacon are not very good. It's out of there. If you would have put English breakfast recipes with bacon, then maybe. But cook, no. It doesn't really serve this. We want all our metadata to serve English breakfast recipes with eggs. So I would go on to incorporate the keyword phrase again. Maybe I would add it again. Let's add this one more time, and I'll put eggs and bacon. And now we're at 100%. My relevancy has reached 100%. Notice we've got too many tags have been used. Baked beans have nothing to do with this video. English does, but I really am not a fan of one-word tags. It's out of here. Fry up, okay, let's do that. This is gone. That's gone. Grilled, Gordon Ramsay. This has nothing to do with Gordon Ramsay. I'm not just going to put a tag because it's hopefully going to drive views. Because in this example, it's not, unless you have 1 million subscribers, and if you did, you wouldn't be watching this stream. So at this point now, we've got 452 tags, and we're really optimizing our keyword phrase for Drew. This is what I would go with, Drew. I think you're going to cook up some eggs. Let's go back here. British cook right here. And that is based on how many years now? Can anybody here know math? I could really use some help here. Here's what's up. I kind of understand this algorithm stuff, but this math stuff is tough. I've been doing SEO since 2002. It's 2018. Is that like 16 years? I don't know. So that was really fun. Where's my pal Beanie Draws? Beanie is in the community like a crazy man. He's engaging in forums. He's engaging on other people's videos. He's all over the place. Beanie says, hey, welcome to the live stream. My name is Brian G. It's all about staking your claim, amplifying your message. Do that right now by subscribing. Click on the bell notification and you'll be on your way. By the way, I'm done saying click the bell notification and you won't miss anything. Yeah, I'm not saying that anymore because everybody does, and I want to differentiate myself. So does that sound pretty good? Stake your claim, amplify your message. Click the subscribe bell as well as the notification, and you'll be on your way. Peace. Rev Tech, welcome. Nice to have you on board. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. Where are we? Who's on first? So Beanie is into drawing. Yo, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm glad you're learning a lot. This stuff. Hey, there's Zen Rose Garden. What's crazy? What? It's good to see so many people here. Beanie draws dinosaurs. He does a fantastic job. Check it out. 13,000 subscribers. Anybody can grow on YouTube. He's really doing a great job in serving his audience. Now he's mentioning, I'm drawing tutorials based on unconfirmed dinosaur. Okay, so here's the first thing I'm noticing. This type of a dinosaur. So I'm gonna come right here. Okay, so is that spelled right? Can I get a confirmation on aisle 4 with a spell check for dinosaur word that's unconfirmed coming up in Jurassic World, please? Thank you. You can't see the screen. Oh, look it. I did it again. Dang it, I really need an assistant. I was so close. There you go. Drawing tutorial. So I want to show you some more of this kind of stuff here. And it was tutorial. Okay, so we wanted drawing tutorial. And what was the other? There was like one other thing here. Oh yeah, with the word dinosaur. And I'm pulling these words out singularly. Here's why. When we go to do keyword research, when we want to rank, again, what we really want to identify is we want to identify a keyword phrase where there aren't a lot of other videos that are leveraging the same keyword phrases as us, and thus that creates opportunity. How to draw a Dinosaur. So these are all the big keyword phrases that Beanie has probably studied quite a bit. Like this is a good one right here. How to draw a dinosaur easy. How to draw a dinosaur step by step. Now another thing we can do is we can just take out the how-to. And we can come back and we can just kind of prompt YouTube again. For kids, easy, head. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Cyborg, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, my friend. I'm glad that you're seeing results. This is the path. This is how smaller channels become bigger channels. Head game, draw a line dinosaur pile up. How to draw a dinosaur T-Rex. Now, what's another way to say all of this stuff? Well, drawing. So we've looked at how to draw a dinosaur, but what about drawing? So drawing a dino, drawing a dinosaur cartoon, and so on. Let's try this species of a dinosaur. And this is a tricky one. Beanie, next time throw me an easy one, bud. I-N-D-O-R. I don't think that, I'm worried that people aren't searching for this. So for me personally, I don't think that's the path. So we're going to scratch that. The other thing you mentioned, and this was big because I did a little looking last night, is Jurassic World. Fallen Kingdom. And this was really the phrase, right? Jurassic World. So if we come in now and we poke around, there we go. So here's what I would suggest for Beanie. Is what we really want to do is we want to identify, is this viable? How competitive is it? We've already gone through that several times, but we also want to identify additional long stem keyword phrases. So we've got dinosaurs, the logo, world, game, fallen king. Okay, so Beanie mentioned this. I would probably target this keyword phrase, I'm going to guess, and bingo. He's already done it once. How to draw. So you're already ranking once. You're already ranking twice. Boy, you're really doing a great job. So you've done that. So I have to start all over again now. So you've done that. Here's what I would do then. Is I would search for this, and then I would go through the alphabet now. How to draw a Jurassic World dinosaur. How to draw a Jurassic World raptor, etc. So just by adding the letters of the alphabet to the keyword phrase I'm looking at, I can get additional ideas, additional keyword phrases I may want to target. These are going to be a lot easier for brand new channels to rank for. These keyword phrases, when I just search, when I just type this in and I look at these phrases here, these are going to be the phrases that drive the most views. So let's take this here and let's see if we can come up with something that's pretty easy to rank for. So let's go back to step number 3 and then let's put this in and let's see how competitive it is. Notice, wow, that's pretty. How to draw Jurassic World and dinosaurs. Now this is going to get probably, wow, it still gives me an A for relevancy. Wow. The spread is pretty tight. It looks like most videos are incorporating the Jurassic World in their title. but they don't have the entire string. So what I always like to do is I start exactly with this and I optimize around that. And I wonder what would happen if you did that. Let's take a look at how many subscribers. The subscriber average is not that high. I think this is totally in your world. Beanie, you just might want to target this because it's probably one of the biggest keyword phrases. Let's see if you're in here right now. 89,000 subscribers is video 1. Video 2. Is that a Beanie or the gateway video? Awesome. Yeah, this is what I would do if I were you, Beanie. If I were you, what I would do is I would create a video and I would start off, I would have the title exactly like the keyword phrase. So I would select this for number 4. Now notice again, the relevancy is at an E, but if I copy and paste and pretend I'm just writing a description and so on, and then I come in and maybe I do 2018 and I add that, now I'm at 91. Let's add the keyword phrase again. The relevancy will bounce up to, so it's already in there once, that's fine. Let's get rid of all these singular tags. That's not going to help anybody. This is a channel name other than my own. Beanie Draws, we'll keep that for Beanie. Cartoon Art Lessons. In fact, cartoon art lessons is not serving our keyword target, right? Cartoon art lessons, there's not even the word cartoon. There's not the word art. So that doesn't make any sense. We're going to get rid of that. Cute cartoons, no way. Dinosaur is one word. I'm not a fan. Drawing tutorial, okay, that's fine. So now we're getting somewhere. Let's add this. Let's add this one more time. Thank you so much, Touring Midwest. Really appreciate the super chat. This is the path, my friend. Most YouTubers don't do this. They mess it up. They think they're doing an okay job. They don't pay attention. They don't even know to do this. I'm so glad you're here. And let's just put for kids, and that will push our relevancy score now to 96. By the way, I want to show you the results of how this works in the real world. What's my topic? YouTube tags. So Morning Fame Goes to Work. That's video number 1. Where I'm no longer around. Well, that's sad. Okay, so I really wish it would have chose my video. You can see here for YouTube tags, I am ranking number 2, but basically this video really does all the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Let's actually choose this for step 2. We go back and now notice the rankings. YouTube tags tutorial 2017, I'm number 1. YouTube tags number 2. YouTube tags 2017, number 2. YouTube tags to get more views, SEO number 3, tags for YouTube videos. Notice that all of these tags are really based on the keyword phrase I want to rank for, which is YouTube tags. All these tags serve the title, YouTube tags. That helps me. Good stuff, plain works. If we come back here and we say, there we go. Let's select this for step 3. Now you can see, and it's funny, like there's not a lot of relevancy here, right? Most channels, most videos rather, really incorporate that, and there's not a lot of opportunity. But because this video had good retention, I ranked. So yeah, Beanie, what I would do for you, my friend, is I would really think about focusing on Jurassic World. And I would create the video and corresponding metadata that really highlights exactly that search term. I would just take the search term, stick it right in your title. And what I would also do is I would think about creating a thumbnail style, and I'll put it out there. This is, one of the things we all really appreciate is the creativity and the creative aspect of what we do, how the video looks, how the channel art looks, and whatnot. But I think a darker colored thumbnail would really stand out because most of them were lighter. So when I think of like the movies with dinosaurs, I think of oftentimes I don't know why, but it's so lush. It's very green. There's dinosaurs roaming around. Maybe something with a lot of green in the background, so the thumbnail is really a darker green. And maybe if the words the text was white, like Jurassic World dinosaurs, and then like learn how to draw in small text, I think that would really pop and stand out. And I think that might help you in the search and whatnot. Just for the fun of it, let's come here again. So here's the keyword phrase. And I want to see this mostly for myself, but if we come, yeah, you see these, like I'm just not a fan of a white background, of a thumbnail with a white background, because the YouTube website also has a white background, right? So like if I come here and I select our keyword phrase, which would also be our video title, it looks kind of the same. We've got a white background, white thumbnail, they kind of blend in. And in yours, I love how it is darker. Like on YouTube, it shows up better. And I think even something with a bit more contrast, a little bit darker on the corners, would make it pop off the white, the contrast between the background of the thumbnail and whatnot. And as you can see here, like you're already doing really well. I think if you just stuck exactly this keyword phrase in the video title, and then if you want to draw that type of a dinosaur, put it in the thumbnail too. You could put that as the text, you could put Jurassic World as text, etc. So that is another idea. Let's go back here. Let's go back to the community tab. And let's jump into comments. Hey guys, thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope you are finding this helpful. I hope you are understanding some of the core philosophies that have worked for years and years, whether it's on Google or on YouTube. Relevancy is something that a search engine has to be based on. Unable to connect to chat? What? I'm going to have to refresh my chat because I can't connect and that makes me sad. Hang on a minute here. There we go. Pop out chat. Pull this down. So many tabs, so many things. All right, there we go. All right, excellent. So how are we doing here? We've been going for an hour. We've only gotten through like 2 or 3. Let's pull this. 81 people here. Wow, that's fantastic. Welcome. Really great to see you here. If it's your first time, yes, my name is Brian. I'm a nerd and a YouTuber. And I like this SEO stuff. And I need to make this a bit smaller. So many tabs indeed. All right, let's keep going here. Let's do some more. What do you guys say? Say, amen. You said, I don't grow even though I'm working very hard. Nobody grows based on how hard they work, my friend. It sucks, but at the end of the day, you've got to be willing to do the best you can to focus on what I've just shared. That's the audience retention and the keywords combined together. When you're doing that, you're going to do really great. Let's go back here And let's see if we can keep moving forward. So, yeah, so Marlene says she hasn't got the message about the community tab, or she hasn't got the community message. This is a beta feature that hasn't been rolled out to all channels yet, and it's not fully functional. You can't see it if you're on a tablet. I access YouTube on a tablet most of the time. Just know it's coming, and that goes for everybody. So, you know, what you can do is you can stop by and you can check out a channel on a desktop, and you can access the community tab in that manner. And as I mentioned, how can I've been signed out. How is it that I signed out but I'm still live streaming? That is really weird. Very weird. No, I'm just going to keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, let's try to find another one here. Trying to optimize my PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds First Chicken Dinner series. Yeah, you know, here's what you should do is, like, that's going to be super competitive. Make videos about all the other stuff. It's harder. Most people don't want to. You may not want to, but make videos about all the other stuff. I jump to YouTube and go do this. See, here's the thing. Most YouTubers want to do what they want to do. They're like, oh, I make videos for my audience. And then they make the video they want to make. I go to YouTube and I do this. I go PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds A. Achievement Hunter. What's that? Angry Joe. That's a channel. That's not going to work. But what if I go B? A beginner's guide. Oh, I can make that. Best gun. Can I make a video targeting exactly that? And when you change your workflow to that, instead of trying to optimize and making my thing work versus identifying what's going to be easier to rank for, you'll do just that, right? Okay, so Tufik, Gaming HD, Dab. He has been a subscriber for a while. He's a gamer. Let's talk about gaming for a minute. Now, he does live streams, and he's saying, I use this for my title. GTA 5 Online Car Meetup. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come to this tab and I want to open this up and I want to drop this in. And this, I believe this was it. PS4, he said. Let's go back here. PS4. Oh, car meet. So hang on here. Car meet, yep. Okay, so he's got the exact keyword phrase, which is good. Let's put this over here just so I can kind of see it. So this is the target keyword phrase for an ongoing live stream. And the first thing I would say is this actually looks really cool. So like all these people like getting together and hanging out, these are all the cars and so on. So that looks fun. One of the things I try to do is I try to vary up my live stream, my titles, and so on. Now, everybody does things differently, but stick with me. This is another strategy that I guarantee you can use to really identify what people want, and you can give it to them, and you can rank multiple keyword phrases. Check this out. So the first thing I'd say, Dab, is you're talking about, I use this on my live streams, and you've probably used that keyword phrase a lot. But what if you did this? How to grow a fishing channel. Streamed 3 months ago. I have fishermen that have subscribed to my channel. They hang out, they watch more of my videos, and I am very confident that this is the reason why. Because what I did is I actually did an in-depth channel review of a fishing channel for a Patreon, and I thought, you know, I could have just gone how to grow your channel. And at the time, that might have brought in a few more viewers live. So think of it like this. Would you rather have 100 viewers live, or would you rather have 80? But afterwards, if I were to try to grow for something like, or to rank for how to grow a YouTube channel, 17 million results, very, very, very competitive keyword phrase. Really hard to rank for, okay? Much harder than if I come in and I drop this. Okay, it goes from 17 million to 1.6 million. And interesting, now we don't see my video at all. But I bet if we searched it again, I bet you it would pop up eventually. Now, check this out. How to grow I think it's YouTube art channel. Okay, so this was another video that I released, and I thought I'll target how to grow a YouTube art channel, and I'm ranking for this, and I've got a number of people that have subscribed, and they said, thanks for the video. This video is not even a month old, and I'm guessing it's going to increase in the rankings in the coming days. Already, right? Already, it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's number 6 out of 42 million results. Notice the title. It's exactly the keyword phrase. And furthermore, it's really easy to see that my thumbnail is about growing an art channel. It's not. It's kind of boring. It's a cool style, but it's like the center is a little boring, but it's working. So this is a great title. And I think this is fun. And if you do this like every other month, awesome. But what I would do is I would come in and I would think about fun things to do that you can do in your live stream. And if you're not sure what those are, well, just do this. Just scroll through the alphabet. GTA 5, Blood versus Crips, best car, Batmobile, best moments. Like everybody does that on YouTube. It's like so overdone. Like, be original. Go the extra mile. How about let's just find something else here. This is a good example right here. Okay, so think about this. The whole idea of this strategy is to do your live stream like you always do. You do a live stream, you have fun, and then there is a video that lives on. And if you do a good job at identifying a keyword phrase that's not too competitive, your video can rank. Now, thus, we want to find something that's fun when it's live, but also works as a video. So I'm thinking about this phrase here. It's actually it's fairly competitive. What the hell is this? Oh my gosh, this is funny. I should have known. Okay, let's get out of here immediately. So how about like this, joining a biker gang? Like, what's this all about? Okay, here we go. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Like getting a girlfriend, there was a lot of review, there was a lot of video results. This only has 353. So you could like come in and you could think about like, let's join a biker gang. Maybe you like do whatever you need to do to get your like motorcycle, and then you're going to like try to meet up with some biker dudes. I don't know. You target this keyword phrase, and that becomes the live stream, and you target this keyword phrase. And then when you're done with that, then like, you know, you're on the couch and you're thinking, what should I do for my next live stream? How to be a cop. That looks like it's pretty competitive. I figured because it was a top result. It's got 6.8 million results, and it's like cop, cop, cop. This looks really hard. I wouldn't do this. And most of all, and I'm also noticing rather that all of these channels verified. So I would pass, but this is basically this is the system here. So about your keyword phrase, like, is it a good one to target? I think so. Let's take a look at it. So I think this looks like a lot of fun. It doesn't look too competitive. Let's go to Morning Fame and let's drop this in and see what we see. But honestly, Dab, who is Tufik, what I just shared is really what I hope you take away as a bigger idea by mixing it up and targeting multiple keyword phrases. The relevancy looks really good, right? So a ton of opportunity with relevancy. So I think this looks totally good. Absolutely go for it. Check that out for sure. All right, let's come back and let's take another look here. Oh, how did I get logged out? Goodness gracious. Let's do this. I'll see if I can get logged back in. Give me 1 second here. Like this. Okay, good. Okay, so 81 people, welcome. Hey, if you're new to the stream, we are looking at video titles, ideas for subscribers. What I've done is I posted on my community tab, which this will be rolling out to pretty much all channels, most likely in 2018. You can see here the community tab replaces what used to be a discussion, and it's fun because you can actually come in, you can incorporate a picture, you can ask a question. And I basically said, you know, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking at videos, optimizing, and so on. I've got pictures from vacation, sharing other videos. You can do polls. And if you want to see these, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And furthermore, this gives me a really great opportunity to come in and really identify, and not just identify, but to communicate with subscribers when I do these kind of things. I can ask a question, you guys can comment, and so on. So Allison Chain's acoustic, foul fish. Okay, let's take this. So here's our next one. Right there. So the first thing I did is I always want to think about, again, it's the same thing no matter the niche. If you're a gamer, if you're an entrepreneur, the same methodology. You begin by thinking what the viewer wants. You think like them and you make it easy for them. So I'm like, well, they'd probably search for Allison Chain's acoustic. And then I got that and I saw, yep, they're searching for that. I figured they would be. And there's our search term. So let's see how many. This looks good. It's not that many results. 113, 202 million views. That's a lot of views. 120,000 views, not terrible. 180,000 views. So I'm going to take this keyword phrase and I'm going to drop it into Morning Fame. So what I see is I see a couple things. I see a lot of video, a fair amount of videos that are driving a crazy amount of views, but I don't see any video that's doing an amazing job at really targeting exactly that phrase. Let me show you what I mean. Alice in Chains, wood, unplugged. Well, unplugged, it means the same thing as acoustic, but it's not a match for the algorithm. Wood, Alice in Chains cover. Okay, cool. So I think there's opportunity here. I would say this looks like a good search term to go after. So I'd say give it a go. This again is our gateway video. 9 subscribers, right? Wood, Alice in Chains, acoustic. I want to stop and I want to highlight the fact that everything I just described is reflected in the video that's ranking number 7. Notice they have incorporated pretty much exactly this keyword phrase, and comparatively speaking, right, they have a much smaller subscriber base. This channel has 1,197 subscribers. They've done an okay job. I give them a B- on optimizing for this search term. This video pretty much has all the words, and indeed it's number 7, only 9 subscribers, only 769 views. So I think this is a good keyword phrase to optimize. And if you look at the relevancy, I think you can do very well. What I'm always looking for with the relevancy is the spread between these numbers and what I can pull off. I know I can hit 100% if I organize my metadata in that way. Most videos are only optimizing at about 33 to 41%. I go to step 4, I grab the description. Now again, remember, you've got to fill out tags, you've got to create a description, and just by adding the keyword phrase to the description, starting out the description that way, you'll notice that we go from a D to a B. If we add the exact keyword phrase here, we go to, it's right there. Let's do this. Let's put in 2018. Okay, so I add an exact keyword phrase with another word, 2018, and that takes the relevancy to 89%. And what I'm going to do is do unplugged. And boom, now we're at 97. So remember, I can easily hit a really high relevancy score with my YouTube metadata. And at the end of the day, most YouTube videos are not optimized for relevancy. So I say, yes, go ahead. It looks like a good foul fish. All right, cool. So there's another one. So guys, I want to let you know a couple people here are talking about Morning Fame right now. This tool, I've actually linked to it. Let's do this. Let's go to YouTube. So this is looking pretty good. Now I'm signed in. I don't know exactly how this looks, but I think I'm doing pretty good even signed out. Brand new video. This is actually about Morning Fame. And if you come in here and you check out we've got a link. Both TubeBuddy and Morning Fame are great tools. They really are. I like Morning Fame for SEO optimization. I use TubeBuddy to manage and help control with tags. In doing that, I also use TubeBuddy for cards. Lots of different things with TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy to manage my video suggestions and so on. They're both pretty good. Now, this is the, let me see if I can, dang nabbit-all. Let's do this. I thought I would be there. It's actually linked. The link is in the link of this live stream video right now. There it is. Oh, man. God, I hate this inside of YouTube. Please. Okay, good. Copy. Let's just get out of here. Okay. So you can check this out. It's a great tool. It's very helpful. I just shared the link. If you go to that link, this is what you're going to see. It is in early access right now. And what that means is the keyword tool is at a ridiculous price point. It's about $5 a month. $5. And this isn't the final price. We're looking at different pricing options. It's going to be very affordable. I guarantee you that. But you can test it out right now. You can get in and use it. Furthermore, the other thing is we only have about 200 keys left. We have access to the API. We're working on getting that increased, but about 200 seats left. I think we've got about 300 people inside. You can use the coupon code ranking for the win to get 20% off. And I am associated with Morning Fame. I actually work with Nico. A lot of the ideas that you're seeing in the research tool are based on kind of how I work, especially things like when we come in and we look at the optimizing tab. This is something I was big on. Another one of the ideas that I talk about is I call this the weak link. So this is called the gateway video and so on. So I do have a connection, and I make about 2 dimes, 2 to 3 dimes every time someone signs up for Morning Fame. So clearly I'm rolling in the dough. It's more a passion project for me, really. Let me do this. Let's see if I can find some more. Okay, Follow Fish, we got you. We did British Cook. Okay, challenge videos. Jaffa Cake. So let's come here. Okay, so this is going to be tough. I'm going to guess that this is going to be tough. Maybe not. You never know. Verified 4 years ago, so this has been happening for a while. Where's my challenge? Verified again. Interesting. Verified. 6,000 views 10 months ago. Let's see what we see with Morning Fame. Oops. All right. So, interesting again. And again, this is what happens. You see, most YouTubers don't take the time to really think about optimizing around one singular idea or thing, and they throw in a bunch of words based on what they think makes sense, and that's fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. And at the end of the day, there's something to consider. As your channel grows, once you hit 100,000 subscribers, then you don't have to worry about the metadata as much because you rank based on watch time, right? How many people here have 100,000 subscribers? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Anybody? So until that time, this is the easiest way to move forward and to be able to rank. So when I come down, I see that I think this is doable. I think this is doable. Notice how long the video titles are. Notice that Jaffa Cake Challenge comes at the end of the video title. Smashing Capital FM 100. So for me, like if the keyword is Jaffa Cake Challenge, then Jaffa Cake Challenge comes at the beginning of the video title. This is actually called keyword prominence in Google SEO geek speak, and it's based on where the keyword phrase falls in the title. So most of these titles have done a terrible job at optimizing their title. Notice that this title is like every Furious Pete. Like you don't have to put in your channel name. Like who cares? Like your subscribers already know it's Furious Pete. Right now he's done a great job, 4.5 million subscribers. Lots of people are searching for him. But if someone searches for Furious Pete plus Jaffa Cake Challenge, he's going to come up anyway. I think he could have been easily #1 if he would have optimized. Check this out. Jaffa Cakes Challenge. So this is as close as we're going to get. This is actually kind of a match. This is the word cakes. It's plural, and the search term is cake. So notice the second result, or the result below the gateway video. Jaffa Cake Challenge again. So if we choose this for step 4, you know the drill. We drop in the description. We add a tag 2018. And we're at 90%. We come in again. And what's this? Maybe it's another keyword phrase. I'm going to add that. I'm at 96. I come in, I add it again. I'm like, put in the rules. Sure, we're at 100%. Now I'm going to get rid of some of these one-word tags that drive me nuts. I'm going to get my tags down to an acceptable level. By the way, notice these check marks. Notice this X. The X is basically that this isn't a keyword phrase that is really ranking or showing up for this phrase. So we want to let go of that. Most Jaffa cakes eaten. So people are using that for a tag, but nobody's searching for this. If the tag has got a green check, people are searching. If the tag has an X, they are not searching. I want search terms as tags. Muscle has nothing to do with this. Record holder, this looks like a channel name. And now we're at 412 and so on. So let's do this. We did all the stemmed variation. Cakes Challenge 1 minute, Cakes Challenge 2018. And I could come in and I could even do this. I don't know if it's still gonna, no, it's not gonna give me the keyword results. But if I come back, if I simply type in a space, we get these other suggestions as well. So what you might want to do is you might want to choose one of these secondary keyword phrases because you're still going to be optimized for Jaffa Cake Challenge, and now the requirements drop quite a bit. It's going to be pretty easy to rank for that, and you're still going to be really well optimized for Jaffa Cake Challenge, just as we've talked about in the past. So This is, again, I think this is a good keyword search term, and this is probably how I would move forward. I would choose this for step 1, and you can see we're at a B right now, right? So you kind of know the drill. You basically take this keyword phrase, we added a few more times, maybe you do 2018, and now we're at 65. You do record, now we're at 72. Get rid of these other tags that are not relevant. Let's make sure we add it to the description. Now we're at 92% relevancy. This is going to easily get pretty much any kind of a video, even like an average at best video, into the top 10 results. And here's the deal. You might only drive, you might drive 20 views a month, but in time, those 20 views add up and you can totally rank. So it's really just about the process of moving forward, identifying what people are searching for, and so on. Alrighty, excellent, excellent. So guys, we optimized today about how many? Like, was that maybe 5 or so? That was fun. We'll have to do that again in the future for sure. And I want to thank you so much for stopping by, spending time. Oh, what a day. If you missed the beginning, I spent about 5 hours today filming and then editing, and I scratched everything. It wasn't up to par. It wasn't, why put out a mediocre video? And especially, like, I'm really working on a special video about the algorithm, about suggested videos. And I don't mind repeating myself, and you guys know I often do, but it was too much. It was too much repeating. I've got some work to do on the script. I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to make it better. It would have been a C- or a B. You might have thought it was, maybe you'd say as a B+. I know I can do better, and so I will. So that's what's on my mind. Is, like I said, my goal this year is 1 really good video a week. If I do that, I'm going to grow at a nice rate. And in fact, what's interesting is how many of you here noticed there was a YouTube update on about December 29th. And here's what I noticed. My views went up by about 20% the next day. As soon as the algorithm kicked in, I think we're going to call it a day on the searches, but I'm going to chat for a little bit if you want to hang out and so on. Yeah, and Dr. Sten says, repeating isn't bad. My patients, I repeat to my patients all the time. I agree, but you know what? At the end of the day, a lot of viewers don't have a lot of patience on YouTube. They click away and so on. And I kind of felt like it's too much. It's too much. Like, this video is probably even cut down. I bet you it's going to be like 20 or 30 minutes. The footage, when I pulled it in, was about 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I had it down to 1 hour, and I'm just like, no. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board. That's my goal. I want to share some ideas around this concept with you. Quality, quantity. Nick Nimmin really grew from about 4,000 subscribers to probably about 70,000 subscribers with 1 video a week. 1 video a week. And I've never seen anyone grow as fast as him in the last 2 years. I haven't. I work with Sunny Lenarduzzi. She's great. She's amazing. She is an amazing entrepreneur, and it's my pleasure to help and support her. She publishes 1 video a week, and she's growing at the rate of about 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers a month. so many people get hung up on the idea of publishing more videos. And that's great once your quality is at a level where there is an audience. When people like what you're publishing and you are growing fast, like Nick Nimmin did, once Nick Nimmin hit the formula, he had his backdrop dialed in, he had his lighting, his angles, he had his background music dialed in, he had his intro dialed in. If you go back to Nick's channel early, you'll see that he was working with different looks, different lighting, different rooms, different backdrops. And then he really found his groove. And then he did that for 6 to 8 months, once a week, and he grew incredibly fast. And yet I see so many people that are hung up on more, more, more. You publish more once you see the audience is responding. I think I'm close. I think something's happening right now with this new update. I've got about a growth right now. Let's just take a look. Let me show you here. I'd love to get your insight too. Feel free to share the good, the bad, what you like, what you don't like. So if I go to Social Blade, so you can see here, like I'm up subscriber gain in the last 30 days. I'm adding on average 1,697 subscribers per month. And I'm up 18%. 18% from where I was just 30 days ago. And my views are also up. They're up 10%. So, that's my goal, to carry on and to really focus on the process of publishing that one great video a week. Here are some ideas how you can do the same. If you're just getting started, try a lot of different things. This is sad for me. This is a bummer. I see so many people that want to grow, but they keep publishing the same kind of video again and again. I'm thinking of one individual, entrepreneur. It's the same backdrop. It's the same thumbnails. It's the same videos cut in the same type of style with the same font, with the same, everything is the same except for the topic. Like, how can you expect to grow if you kind of keep giving the audience something that clearly isn't working? It baffles me a little bit. It's hard. And I'll tell you, you know what? It's hard. It really is hard to put in the time and the energy to be able to change and to move forward. But if you look at what I've done, I have done that. It's possible. I started out with a Canon and then I got a new backdrop. The Canon didn't work with the backdrop. It was weird, the LED lights. I got a Sony. I went from a white backdrop to the colored lights. My colored lighting when I started didn't look really that great. It looked okay. But compared to what it looks like now, I've really focused on the process of improving my videos along the way. This microphone sounds pretty good. It didn't when I started live streaming, but I kept focusing on the process of improving my live streams. I kept focusing on the process of the videos. I kept testing the white backdrop, the colored backdrop, the light. When I started with the colored lighting, I was closer in my studio to this side of my office. Then I moved over here to get a different look, to open up the room more. If you keep trying, if you truly change up what you're doing, you will see something that works better than something else. And at that point, you can double down and do more of what's working. Most don't. The MacBook is great. It's a great computer. Absolutely. Yeah, Beanie says, I'm glad that Brian talks about it being hard in a easygoing way. Oh man, I do this too. Um, you see, what matters is what the audience responds to. That's the bottom line. And the audience doesn't care how much effort you've put into it. They don't. They don't. They want to be entertained. When you go to a movie, and in fact, what was the last movie you went to? Hey, what's up, Falcon Gaming? Good to see you. Chiba, nice to see you here. What was the last movie you went to? I'd love to get your feedback on this. Drop in the last movie you saw. You're welcome, 65 Drums. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Again, guys, what was the last movie you went to? Star Wars. Anybody else? I call it pushing the flywheel. At a certain point, it reaches the tipping point. Exactly. Exactly, Zen Rose Garden. Exactly. Things reach a tipping point, and that's just how it works. Murder on the Orient Express. Lily saw Star Wars. Lots of goals. I don't go to movies. I'm afraid of bed bugs. The original Ghostbusters. Another Star Wars. Now, how many of you, when you sat down and you started watching the movie, you enjoyed the story, were you thinking to yourself how hard the actors worked on being that part, becoming that individual? Did you think how much effort the video editor put into editing? How many of you thought about how hard the video editor edited? Did it ever even cross your mind that somebody edited the movie? No. No. Right? No. Like, we're there to have fun. We want to be entertained. Yeah, me too, Beanie Draws. I'll be honest. Sometimes, like, I'm something happened to me along the way. I watch TV. I'm like, beautiful camera angle. Oh, that slow motion footage was gorgeous. I really like the way they edited that T-Mobile video. I like the use of color in that. But you know what? Most people don't think like that. What just happened? Oh, we got an update or something. So how are we doing right now? Since we're logged in, are we still logged in? See, this is what it is to be oh, look, it says 27,000 now. It's so funny. I sent my buddy Nick. We all know Nick. I sent him, dude, like, my stats are up. It feels good. Been working hard. And then we had the first big purge of the year. I mean, literally, I sent him a little smiley face, a screen capture of my analytics, big arrow going up, smiley face. And then 90 minutes later, I lost 50 subscribers. And he said he lost a few hundred, and it was the biggest purge he's seen. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of us do really think of editing and whatnot, but if a movie's really good, if I get engrossed, that goes away. And I enjoy the story. And I don't think about that other stuff because I'm there to be entertained. And at the end of the day, it's us as YouTubers that have to deliver value in the shape of inspiration, information, entertainment, in the ability to tell a great story. I think it all focuses in the story. So, guys, that was fun. I wish I could do more and just keep going. I don't have it in me to do a 4-hour live stream, especially after film. Like, I film for 3 hours. This one video, I was on my feet going through this crazy script. And then I started editing, and by the time I get to these live streams, like, I'm just, whew. Yeah, Nick is amazing. Hey, Angie, good to see you. Nice to see you on the channel. Guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for stopping by. I think we're going to wrap it right there. I hope you had fun. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment. Just let me know what you'd like to see more of in the future. Let's see this one. What's in place of, what's in place of keyword stuffing now? Everything I just went through, my friend, is what you want to focus on when it comes to keyword research. we just went through it, right? If you watch my videos, you won't have questions about that, my friend. Keywords, it's not about keyword stuffing. It's about being relevant to a keyword query. So I think you were here the whole stream. Maybe that was someone else, but yeah, I wish you would have seen it. If you did, like, I hope you were paying attention, because that was it. Like, if you're wondering what's the equivalent or what's taking, like, are you wondering about the bad stuff? Like, here's the bottom line. The only thing that matters is what works. If you follow what I just shared, it'll work for you. It's worked for so many people. Something to think about. I've gained 100 subscribers during this purge. You've gained 100, dude, in the last, like, I think there was a purge today too. I think there was a purge yesterday and another. There's definitely, it's been multi-days, so something's definitely going on. You're welcome, Super Elf Marketing. I'm glad you liked the stream. You're welcome, Angie. Catch the replay, indeed. All right, gang, I am out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good to see you, Zenrose Garden, David, Heather. Fantastic. I will see you guys around soon. And remember to stake your claim and amplify your message. Cuts to desktop. Removes text. Transitions. Removes hand from lens. Commences to comment and thank subscribers for stopping by. Prepares keyboard for frantic typing. Places right hand on mouse. Yeah, that's I think how we're going to do it. It's the hand transition for the win. Hey, Brittany, thanks for stopping by. Cyborg, I hope to see you next time. Keep rocking on YouTube. If you're still here, and if you just participated in the live stream, thank you. If there is something that you want to do, if you don't feel like you're playing at your full potential, if you feel like you may be holding back, and if it's kind of bugging you, then it's time to do the thing that you've been thinking about. If you're nervous about YouTube, I get it. Me too. Truly. But we can all move forward and get great results on this platform. Thank you so much for stopping by. Wolfgang Productions, Angie, Falcons Gaming. I'll see you guys next time and on the next video.